Today I have a mission, and that's to find unique items for our shop from Harbor Freight that nobody talks about. And I dug deep, going down each and every aisle and even checking out the bottom shelf, which is where they tend to hide a lot of gems. So join me today as we unbox the unique items I found and see whether or not they're worth a damn. So shopping at Harbor Freight can kind of be a crapshoot, as you never know what you're going to get, and a lot of these tools are disposable. But I rolled the dice today and picked up 8 items that I thought might be valuable for our shop. So let's not waste any more time and take a look at these 8 items I hadn't seen available at Harbor Freight. This is the Warrior self-centering doweling jig. Let's give it a look. Did you hear about the Roman warrior who ate his wife after battle? At first he felt bad, but in the end he was glad he ate her. So I've covered a lot of doweling jigs on this channel in the past, and one of my favorites is the Going Make one, which has a lot of features that normal doweling jigs just don't have. But that jig had one problem: it wasn't able to self-center itself on your material. And I have purchased a self-centering jig in the past, but there's one problem with it: it cost well over 150 bucks. And although this was the most expensive item I picked up today, it was still only 35 bucks. So let's get this 7-piece doweling jig out of the box and see how it operates. So the 7 items that are included inside the box are the doweling jig itself, as well as 6 drill collars that you can attach to the doweling jig. And if we compare this Warrior doweling jig to my more expensive one, you can see they're almost identical, with one key difference. And that has to do with the length of the screw knob that opens and closes the jaw of this jig. Instead of being able to accommodate material thicker than 5.5 inches wide like my more expensive jig, this jig can only accommodate material up to 2.5 inches. But I can tell you for a fact I've never used that more expensive one on material thicker than an inch wide. So this Warrior jig is made of 2 different types of material. The body itself is made out of aluminum and the drill guides are made out of hardened steel. And there's 5 different size dowels you can use with this jig, including 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8 of an inch, 7/16, and 1/2 inch dowels, which are included into the base of the tool. And to use any of the 3 smaller dowel sizes, all you do is you screw the drill guides into the frame of the tool. And it clearly labels on the side of the tool where the 3 smaller drill guides go and where the 2 larger ones are. And if we look below those windows, you're going to find a couple of windows. These windows give you a reference line to show you exactly where you're going to drill your hole for those dowels. And the mechanics of this jig are super simple. All you need to do is to take the jig and straddle it over your workpiece. And once the jig is in place, you simply twist the knob on the side and you'll notice that both of the edges come together evenly so that those drill guides are right in the center. Then it's just a matter of finding the appropriate drill bit and drilling out your holes. Then you can twist the knob, remove the jig, and you can see how perfectly centered those dowel holes are, making this an incredible and affordable option from Warrior for a self-centering doweling jig. Well, I wish I would have seen that Warrior jig before I spent an arm and a leg on my first self-centering jig, but we've got more tools to take a look at. This is the self-centering drill press jig. Let's give it a look. Speaking of centering, I bet working at a job center has to be tense, knowing if you get fired, you gotta come in the next day. So if you've ever tried to drill into round stock, you know it can be quite difficult. And right now, the only way that I can effectively do it is with the V-groove on the bottom of my drill guides. And I'd really like to be able to do this over at my drill press. So when I saw this little guy, I thought I'd give it a try. If we take this bad boy out of the box, you can see it's a pretty simple design. It's basically an enormous V-groove. And since it is such a simple design, the price of this thing is really low, coming in at under 9 bucks. If we look at the tool, you can see it's made of extruded aluminum, and it's got a 90-degree angle that's off kilter by 45 degrees. It's this V-groove that's going to allow you to place almost any size round stock right into the center of the jig. You'll also notice on the very top of the jig, there's not only an imperial scale, but also a metric scale going about 5 inches. Not only that, but you'll also notice it's got a wing on either side of the jig that you can hold this thing down with clamps, and it's also got a few notch holes for some bolts, which can be perfect to mount this thing either directly to the table of your drill press or to a mounting board. And any way you use it, all you have to do is to place your round stock into the jig, line up your drill bit, and drill out your hole. And just like that, you have an accurate and stable, precisely drilled out hole. And for just a few bucks, I think this is a great pickup for anyone with a drill press. So I'm pretty pleased with the first 2 items we've taken a look at, but we've got a heck more to check out. Let's move on to our next. This is the Pittsburgh 1/4 inch drive finger ratchet set. Let's give it a look. That finger set reminds me of the waiter at the Golden Corral that got his finger stuck in the dishwasher. Yep, boss ended up firing them both. So this is an item, to be honest, I hadn't seen before, and I thought it was such a great idea. And if there's anybody who hasn't seen this item before, I thought it was worth checking out. Let's take a look at this 18-piece set. So what the heck is a finger ratchet set? Well, it really is pretty simple, and it has everything to do with this round little tool. This little piece works like any other ratcheting tool. As you can see, you can twist it in one direction, and with a little twist of the black knob, you can twist it in the other direction. And this is a dual-sided tool with the ability to handle hex bits on one side and a 1/4-inch drive on the other. And this tool comes with a ton of accessories, including 10 hex bits, 6 sockets, as well as an extension socket. And if you click a hex bit into one side of the tool, you can see you can work in very cramped places with a clearance of just over 2 inches, allowing you to hand tighten in screws into extremely tight spots that you normally couldn't get into. And the sockets work in the same fashion by simply clicking it into the opposite side of the tool, having a clearance of 2.5 inches with the socket itself and 4 inches with that extension. And at only $7.99, this thing is a true bargain, and because of that reason alone, I think it might be a great pickup for your shop. Well, we're getting through them today. Let's take a look at the second most expensive item I picked up. This is the Pittsburgh Ratcheting Screwdriver Set. Let's give it a look. What's the difference between a screwdriver and Bill Clinton? Well, a screwdriver turns in screws and Bill screws in turns. So as I just said, this is the second most expensive item I picked up today, but at just $12.99, this won't break the bank. Now there are a few reasons why I got this set, one of which is it comes with a lot of bits, 24 to be exact. And if we dive deeper into what type of bits are included, you'll notice that there's 6 Torx bits, 6 nut driver bits, 5 slotted bits, 4 Phillips bits, and 3 posi drive bits. And if we remove one of these driver bits, you can see they're extended bits, having a length of about 2.5 inches long. And since this is a 26-piece set, there's obviously 2 more items, one of which is a screwdriver itself, and the other item is what sold me on the kit. And that is the Velcro carrying case. Not only can you store all those bits, but you can also store the screwdriver itself. And having all these items where you can simply fold it up for your next use just prevents all those bits from getting lost. And the screwdriver not only has a very comfortable rubber dimpled grip, but it also has a stationary setting and a ratcheting forward and backwards. And whether you use this in your shop or your home, this screwdriver set is just great value. Well, we're about halfway through all of my unique finds by digging deep at Harbor Freight, but we've got some more to check out. Before we check out our next one, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and share this video, as it truly does help out this woodworking channel. And if you haven't checked out my website, go to Flynndogwoodwork.com, where you can get access to all sorts of fun woodworking accessories like all the t-shirts that I wear in my videos, and I've just released some new models of shirts. And if any of the tools we take a look at today from Harbor Freight interest you, I'll be sure to leave links in the description below so that you can go check them out for yourself. And finally, if you'd like to support the channel even further, check out my channel memberships, where you can get early access to all my videos as well as 1 member video a week. Now let's get back to those Harbor Freight tools. This is the Gordon 13-piece precision knife set. Let's give it a look. You know, a mugger once held me up with one of those and demanded all my money. Wasn't too bad though, I just drew him up a map to my ex-wife's house. So this is an item that I didn't even realize I didn't have until I was working on a project with my son. For Christmas, he got a model rocket kit, and the instruction called for a small utility knife. Now I made it work with a regular utility knife, but this is something that I thought I should have in my inventory. So when I saw this thing for less than $5 at the freight, it was a no-brainer to pick one up. So let's pull this thing out of its packaging and see what it comes with. Now one of the first things you'll notice is it does come with a hard shell carrying case, and if we open up that case, you can see all the blades are stored right on the top. And there are a lot of them here. In fact, there's 10 on the lid and 3 attached to the handles themselves. And not only do the ones on the lid have a cutout so that you know where to place each blade, but there's also a magnetic strip on the very bottom to hold those blades in place. If we look on the bottom of the case, you're going to notice there's 3 different handles with different size diameters. So depending on what type of material you're cutting through, you can pick the perfect handle for the job. If we look at the bottom of any of the blades, you can see there's a little notch cut out into the very frame of the blade. It's this notch that's going to secure your blade into one of any of the 3 handles. To exchange the blade, simply rotate the knob on the top of the handle to the right to loosen it up so that you can remove the blade. With that blade now removed, you can insert your new blade into the shaft of the handle and rotate the knob on the top to the left to tighten it down. And just like that, you're ready to move on with your cutting into any material. And it really is the versatility of knives that are included with this set, along with the very affordable price, that I think make this a great pickup for any shop. Our next item item was kind of an impulse buy, as they had these all over the store as well as checkout. This is the Luminar Compact Pop-Up Lantern. Let's give it a look. You know, in the 1800s, cowboys used to hang lanterns off their saddles at night. Yep, it was the first version of satellite navigation. So if you see this in the store, you may not initially know what it is, as it just looks like a black cylinder. But indeed, it is much more than that, as this is a compact pop-up 500 lumen lantern. Instead of having an on and off switch with this light, you simply pull up on the top of it and the lantern is instantly exposed with the light being on. And just as easily, you simply turn this thing off by simply closing the top. And because there's nothing blocking any of the sides of this lantern, you have 360 degrees of light wherever you need it, making it perfect for lighting up those smaller areas where you may need light in several directions. And I really like the fact that it's got a flat base so that you can sit this on a flat surface, and it even has 2 metal loop handles so that you can hang this thing. And it's powered by 3 AA batteries that you can find if you unscrew the bottom. So whether you use this in your shop, your home improvement projects, or even a camping trip, this is just a great deal for under $5. They truly are almost giving stuff away at Harbor Freight, but let's move on to our next item, which is just $1 more. Next up, we have the Pittsburgh Torx hex key set. Let's give it a look. You know, sometimes women are like hex screws. The more damaged they are, the more prone to stripping they are. So Torx screws are my preferred screw in my shop, so when I saw this hex key set, I thought I'd give it a try. Now if we look closer at the packaging, you'll notice that this is a tamper-proof set, which just means there's a little hole on the very bottom of each key. Now I really don't have a need for it being tamper-proof, but that little hole on the bottom shouldn't interfere with being able to use it on normal screws. Now there's a couple of things that I really like about this hex key set. The first thing is the size, being about 3 inches long. I also really like the materials it's made out of. Having an S2 alloy steel construction, polished chrome finish, and an anodized aluminum handle. And I really like the fact that it's got 7 hex keys attached to it that fold up like a Swiss Army knife, and you can see the sizes on the side of the tool. And not only does this tool feel like something that you could add to a keychain or even slip into your pocket, but it's got a very comfortable grip with little notches for your thumb on either side of the tool. And at just $6, I think this tiny little guy is definitely worth having around. Well, we're down to our last item, and not only is this item the cheapest item of the day, but it also might be the most simple. This is the Pittsburgh Stubby ball-peen hammer. Let's give it a look. You know, that hammer scares me. I was walking past a job site the other day when a guy hammering on the roof called me a paranoid little freak. Yeah, it was in Morse code. Now if we look at this tiny little hammer, it almost looks like a toy, but I use hammers like this all the time. In fact, one of my favorite hammers in my shop is my Mr. Pen hammer, which made my top 25 list of 2025. If we look at these two hammers, you can see they're very similar. Both are 8-ounce hammers and they have a length of 6 inches long. But unlike the Mr. Pen, which is a standard claw hammer, this Pittsburgh is a ball-peen hammer, which can be perfect for doing things like texturing metal on your projects. And with its non-slip rubber grip, it really is comfortable in the hand. And the handle is even made out of vibration-absorbing fiberglass to prevent fatigue. And believe it or not, since I don't own a ball-peen hammer in my shop, and this one was just $3.99, I knew I had to pick this one up from Harbor Freight. Well, I sure hope you had as much fun as I did checking out all of these hard-to-find items at Harbor Freight. Next time you go, check those bottom shelves and dig a little deeper, as there's some hidden gems in there. Well, once again, thank you so much. Do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and share this video. It truly does help. And check out my website, FlynnDoggWoodwork.com, where you can get access to all sorts of fun woodworking accessories like all the t-shirts that I wear in my videos. And I've just released some new models of shirts. And I'll be sure to leave a link in the description below for all the tools we took a look at today, in case you want to check them out for yourself. And finally, if you'd like to support the channel even further, check out my channel memberships, where you can get early access to all my videos, as well as one member video a week. Until next time, take care as always. All right, let's do it. So my baby's mama drew a knife on me the other day. I'm okay, but she did it in permanent marker. It'll take a while to wash off. Come on. How about this one? You know, I started carrying a knife with me a few years back after an attempted mugging. Yeah, since then, my muggings have been much more successful. It's me. You know, after those muggings, I spent 10 years in prison for something I didn't do. Yeah, I forgot to wipe the fingerprints off that knife.